Now then, you beautiful people, thank you for joining us once again. We are back at the Tingley bathroom refurb. If you haven't watched part 1 and 2, make sure you do, they're in the description below. And the title has been, so we're going to get straight into it. If you haven't done already, make sure you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, make sure you make yourself a YouTube account, click that subscribe button, it is free. We're on the road to 15k, let's get into it. So we're back, like I said, Tyler's been all done and dusted, looking smart. I'm just on with putting the floor down now. It is the click vinyl, so straight on top of floorboards, don't need to put any underlay or anything down, straight on. Really simple to do, really good quality material, and I'm going to be using it in my own house in a few weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Don't know whether I'll be fitting it or someone else, but that's another story for a different day. Anyhow, the other day someone mentioned about the pipes for the shower not lining up with the tap. It's just the angle of the camera and the wall, I think, throwing it out. They're fine. You made me panic on Sunday. I shoot myself, I couldn't sleep properly because of it, but they're fine. So, floor, we'll get the rest of this done. Round here, and one more pack which should just finish us off here, have a little bit left over, all being well. And then we can move over to getting the bathroom together, put back together. We've got a towel rail to put on today, toilet and basin. If I can get them 3 bits done, I will be a happy bunny today, and then back tomorrow just to put the shower on, shower screen, bath panel, and then fix the leak next door. Well, not next door, house, in the next room. If you remember rightly, the pipe that goes through the wall there into the box within is leaking, so we need to get that sorted. We have to cut a hole in and put an access panel in. So enough of me babbling, let's crack on with the floor fitting. So just got the last little bits to do on this flooring. I just thought I'd show you how I cut it and how easy it is to fit. So it's basically light laminate is this flooring. What I'm going to do, I've got a full piece in there. I'm going to put a cut in the middle there between, makes it a bit easier to cut around the pipe work. And then I've got a silly little strip to go at the end, which can be a bit of a pain to cut, but we'll get there. So all I do, mark my centre, square on there. Stand the knife on, 2 slices down there, and it just snaps off. I'll show you how easy it is to do. It's as simple as that, really easy to fit, and bonus of bathrooms, it's 100% waterproof, so by the time you're siliconed up everywhere, you're not gonna, if your water gets onto it, it's not gonna damage it like like laminate where it swells. So yeah, perfect stuff for a bathroom, and it looks spot on, to be fair, just blends in really well. So I'll get that little bit just finished off, and then I think we're going to get the basin in first. Moving over to the basin, just getting that in now. We just need to elbow our 2 hot and colds back. I think what I'm going to do, because that's got to go centre, roughly, I need to mark out centre, is I want to kick the hot and cold back to the left and up, and then an M&F elbow. If you remember rightly when I first fixed the bathroom, I didn't glue the tail into the elbow because I wanted to put an M&F elbow up and I didn't want it to get covered from the plasterers. Rubbish. And the tiler's rubbish, and it's made life a little bit easier for them. So, we'll get an M&F elbow in the waist, bring that up, and then we can drop the unit back, get it screwed to the wall, and we'll be using our dual powers. If you didn't know, last Friday, I took delivery of 32,000 dual powers. Yes, you heard that right, 32,000. So if anyone wants to buy any dual powers, drop us a comment below, because I've got them going at £2 a box, 120 in each box. Decent plug, to be fair. I'm down to about 319,940, I think, at the moment. Not that I'm counting. But yeah, let us know, drop us a comment if you're interested in any Fisher dual powers. So with that all in and done now, what I'm going to do is turn the taps off, run downstairs, turn the water back on so I can check my elbows here, make sure nothing's leaking, everything should be okay. And then before we put the unit in, just need to get this sticker off, the bit of floor in there. We're going to use some multi-surface cleaner from OB1. Right, so with the water all back on now, that seems okay. So we'll just get this up before we put the unit in. It's just a multi-surface cleaner, but really good for getting silicone and other adhesives off. We do that, and then a little scraper from Nerad should come straight off, like so. Bit of tissue, back it whenever there. Highly recommend the OB1 multi-service cleaner. I think you can get it from Screwfix and other merchants. Yeah, check it out. So we've got a halfway mark there, 44 centimetres I think it is, off the wall, same off the bath. Marked our centre up there, so we'll just line the unit in place, drill our 2 holes and get it fixed back to the wall, and then we can move over to getting the basin made up and piped up. Right, so it won't be a bathroom or a YouTube video without me doing a little bit of a boo-boo. Cut me the pipe works and my ISO's too low down. So, not to worry, I'll just get some extensions on there. It's just what I've done. If you've seen my videos before, I'll get some rad extensions, tail extensions, and just put them in. And then the flexes will just tighten straight onto the 1/2 inch threads. So I'll go into there. But what I'm going to do is, because I've stuck that down, let that go off probably overnight, and we'll pipe that up tomorrow. I might do it later this afternoon, but we'll see how we get on. So I'm moving over to the toilet. It's going to be tight at the back of here. I need to cut this pipe back. I've got an elbow to drop round the back, and also I need to move the toilet over as much as possible to get it centre. We're not too far off, but should be okay. And then obviously we've got to box it in, and then when we do the other bathroom, we're going to ask the Tyler to just put a couple of tiles on there, so this bathroom won't actually be getting completed straight away, not until at least we do the ensuite. So, bog standard, generic, get that bit of silicone off there, generic Chinese manufactured sort of fittings. So, put them in dry, no silicone, other than these fixing bolts. As always, I put a little bit of silicone on them, just aid sealing because they're not the best. We'll time lapse me making this up. Right, outline plan today now. So, I can't get the toilet in at the moment. Got the wrong pan connector, I've got a flexi thinking I can just bend it and go around, but there's not enough space at the back of the toilet to make the bend. So I just need to go get a bent pan connector to pop into the stack, which is not the end of the world, but it just holds back a bit. So, move over to towel rail, get this towel rail on, and then once we've done that, I will pipe up the basin today, and then that's one less job to do tomorrow. Not that much straightforward, is it? Right, so the radiator, I'm going to fit it the way I usually tell you not to fit it. Not just to prove a point, but also it is to, it made this one time make it a little bit easier. Because my pipes are where they need to be, they've cut the level, so I can just get my valve, I've put my valves on there already, put the new nut and olive on. And what I've done is I've just put them onto the radiator, made it all up ready to go, brackets on. And what I'm going to do is sit it on the pipework and then mark up where I need my brackets. Well, where I need to drill my brackets. So I'm going to need more than one hand for this, so I need to put you down and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So there we go. You see, it's a little bit more fiddly than how I usually mark it out. We've actually measuring it out, but it's made it a little bit easier this one time. I suppose if you're working off existing pipe work, it's okay. But like I say, it's hard to hold it level and get it in. Each their own, I suppose. If you've not seen the way I usually do it myself, go back. I think it's about 4 videos ago. I showed you exactly how I fit and measure per towel rail. So I'll get these drilled, get it fixed to the wall, get it tightened up, and I've also got to change the top because that white one looks horrible. And then we can move over to the basin. Hopefully I've got everything I need for that. But no, it might look the way I'm going today. I probably don't. So we're just about calling it a day now. Towel rails in, tested, filled up. Well, I'll get to the point. I only had one radiator extension, so that go in there for the cold, but I don't have one for the hot, so I'm not piping that up today now because once again I don't have one. So I need one of them, a new pan connector for the toilet, and I think that's about it. I just need to double check everything, make sure if there's no else that I need, so I don't have to do any more trips than I need to. So I've just done some niggly little bits: toilet seat on, cover foot extractor, fan on, door stop on, and that's me done for today. could have done a little bit more, to be honest. It's just turning 5 o'clock now. So I'm going to head off, go get some bits, back tomorrow, hopefully get finished tomorrow. Might have to just come Wednesday just to niggly little bits, finishing off siliconing, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. And just like that, we are back. It is Tuesday morning and we have made a start already. We've got the toilet in, that's all done and dusted. Obviously we need to box in at the side still, but we'll do that at the end. Just want to get everything up and running. So I'm moving back over to the basin. So like I said yesterday, we didn't have a radiator extension, so I've gone and got another one. So people are going to moan about these, but it works, and I think they're pretty handy to have on the van as a spare, not only for radiators, but for this specific reason. Because what you can do is pop them into there. I'm going to cut it down. You can cut these down a little bit, cut it down, tighten it up, and it just works nicely just to extend your connections up. So we'll get them cut down, and we'll also get the waste done as well. We've got a little mini bottle trap to go in here, and then we need to get the drawers on. And the customer's gone out again. I forgot to ask her about the where she wants the handles. However, she's not that fussy, to be honest, so I might just put them on and hope for the best. Is it worth risking it? And then we're going to move over to the shower screen, and then we can get this dreaded bath panel. Is it just me that hates bath panels? In my opinion, it's a joiner's job is a bath panel. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I think get it made up, batten up wall, batten up floor, batten up wall there. Maybe put some L brackets to hold the end panel and the front panel together, and then we should just slot into place and we can seal around it to hold it in. And then obviously all the siliconing to do as well. So stay tuned. If you haven't done already, please smash that like button. It does help the algorithm and pushes the video to other people that might not have caught the channel before. Right, so moving over to the shower, we've got a bar mixer shower going in with a rainwater riser rail. So I'm going to be using these second fix plates. Usually, like I say, I use the PL8 plates, the ones that go behind the wall, but with it being a solid wall, I can't do that. So, put these over, and what I do like to do is mark your pencil marks, and then take them back off. Don't mark your walls yet. And I want to cut just behind my mark, not too far, but just enough that when we tighten that up, the pipe isn't sticking past. Anyone recommend any new pipe slices? Because this one's knackered. Wait some time now, to be honest. Thinking the Pitbull quick cuts, is it? Everyone seems to be getting them at the moment, so I might give them a try, because these are taking forever. Right, and then what I like to do is put them back on. Wait, they're not going to be very easy in one hand. Put my bar mixer shower on to make sure I've got the 150 centres and that I'm level, and then I can mark up my fixing. So what I'll do is I'll just pop you down somewhere and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Right, so that was a bit harder than it was. There's nowhere to put you down. We need a big tripod, to be honest, just to get the right angles. So that's on there and we are level. So I know now my fixings, where they are at the moment, are bang on where I need them to be. So I can mark them up. Be careful and be cautious when you're doing it, because you got to think, where did I run the pipes, or where did the pipes come from? Did they come from the side, did they come from above, or did they come from below? If they come from below or above, you want your fixings at either side. If they come from the sides or from the middle, you want them at top and bottom. Mine on these go straight down, so I want my fixings at the sides, like so. So pull that off. So we'll get that drilled, put that down there. 7mm drill bit, drill through there, some brown plugs, screw through, try not to crack the tile. Because the last one I did, I cracked the tile. And then we're going to silicone the full behind so we can seal the back of it and get our wall plates fixed into position and get our shrouds on, make sure we don't need any more silicone before we put the shrouds back on. Shrouds on, bar valve on, and then we can start messing around putting the riser rail on. So with them in there, a little tip for you, before you tighten them up, is to always put, now some people are against it, but in my opinion, if I'm doing both, not using it and using it, is to always put some compound on there, because the reason being is you can't really over tighten these, because if you start swinging off them, you're going to end up forcing the screws, which are going to end up cracking the tile, and that's the last thing you want to do. So I think a bit of jointing compound just to aid that joining of the olive to the copper is much needed. Just like I said, just to help seal it. Tighten it, or loosen it. Because I've done it before. When I used to never use jointing compound, I never used to use it. I had a tub in my van for about 3 years, and I think I used it twice. I used to have these crack or leak nearly every time because I didn't want to over tighten it, or I couldn't get a proper fixing, so I couldn't really tighten it properly and they just leak. So just nip them up little by little. It's on there somewhere. Just until you feel like they're tight enough and they're done. So just smooth the silicone in there off. And then we need to find our, I think, come on, get it out. There we go. And then just screw over. Like so. There we go. So we get the other one on there, rubber washers, valve on, and then we can turn the water back on and double check that nothing's leaking. Remember always to put the handrail, riser holder thingy, whatever you call it, on, because the amount of times I've put that on there and forgot to put the handle on. Handle? Whatever you call it. So yeah, just remember to do it. Right, that's all popped on, like so. And then we just need our bracket. I can't get my words out today. Always put your grub screws to the top. That's because, well, in fact, can any apprentices tell me in the comments below why we put our grub screws to the top and not the side and not the bottom? So we'll get that on there, level it up, fix, screw all in, and then we can get this finished off and wrapped up, and then move over to the dreaded bath panel. And also, in case you forgot, I've got a leak to sort out in the other room. And we're starting to get somewhere now, so obviously that's all done, and I put the screen in as well, straightforward enough. A few months ago, I've replaced a shower screen on a job, and I said to them, when I fit that shower screen, the instructions said I needed to seal the outside and the inside, because people are saying, why is it being sealed on the outside? This is from the same manufacturer. It's not the same screen, but same manufacturer. Here, seal on the outside And then on the inside, you seal again. You just don't seal right at the bottom, because if water gets in there, then it can still get out. You seal at the bottom on the outside, but on the inside, you don't. So all the people that told me I was wrong, up yours, mate. Anyhow, round to fixing the leak that is inside this boxing in. So what I'm going to do, the stack is in here somewhere. I believe it's about here, I'm guessing. And my boss connection is leaking underneath and dripping under the ceiling below. So I've got this access panel, which instead of plastering it and repainting it back in, I can just put that in place, stick it in, and then later down the line, if there's ever any problems, we can get in and we've got access to that. Might as well for what it costs. So, pad sorted ready. We'll mark around the door and see what we can find inside. So it's a bit further over than I wanted, but you can just see down there it's a bit wet on the ceiling below. Hand down. You see it's a little bit wet. So what I'm going to do is strip that plastic out. Yeah, strip that plastic out and then see what's going on. I may even try replace it for solvent. Right, so we're all done in there. I've replaced that for solvent. So I've got solvent all the way through now. I don't have any push fit. Put that in there. I just need to test out the make sure there's no leaking. So I cut out that adapter that I put in there and just put a socket in just to convert it back to solvent. So it's solvent all the way through. So like I say, I'm just going to fill the bath up. I'm going to take it out and go test and just make sure there's no leaks. So fingers crossed there's not. Oh, it's cold. Looks to be all dry. Not seems to be dripping. Yep, everything's bone dry in there. No wet on there, so we'll just let that run the full bath through, double check, and once we're happy, we'll get tidied up in here, get this shelf back in the corner, and that's all hidden out of the way. Like so, and if there's ever any problems with the stack in the future, pop it open, we've got access. So it should be law that on every single boxing in, you have to have some sort of access panel, especially if there's push fit pipe work in there. So once that's finished draining, give it all a good clean out and then moving over to the dreaded bath panel. So anyone that makes content probably does this, because I do it all the time. Kind of got a bit carried away and forgot to film anything. I'm not done. I'm calling it a day for today, but we're pretty much there. Didn't film anything doing the bath panel. A bit awkward, because obviously it's a step back one, so you're just working out your measurements and exactly which bit you've got to line up with what and stuff, and you get there eventually, but it's very tedious. In my opinion, I should have really got a joiner in to do it. It would have been a lot easier. But that's in now. I just need to silicone around it, and that's not going to go anywhere. Obviously all the silicone around the bath and the internal corners need doing as well. The boxing in the corner, it won't take very long to do. Just got a couple of batten on floor, batten on wall, and I've got some Weber board in there, lit up over there, to box that in, and then the tiler, when he does the other bathroom, is just going to put a couple of boards on there for that. So it's not going to get finished, but it is, if you know what I mean. Oh, and also the handles want to go on there to support the customer finally, and they are going at the top. So back tomorrow to finish off. And it's just like I say, it's just tidying up and last niggly little bits, mirror, and toilet roll holder, and then we'll be all done, and then we'll be back in a couple of weeks to start on the ensuite and the downstairs toilet. And the final day of no bathroom more. So I've already made a start, boxed in down there with some jacket board. Tyler can tile that. Put the mirror up. Hello! Toilet roll holder is missing, so we'll just do that when we do the other bathrooms, no problem. So all I've got to do now is handles on the basin, which are going high up, and then silicone, clean down and silicone everywhere, and then I am all done and dusted. I am not going to show you siliconing because I've done it before, and I'll probably end up doing it again later down the line in some other video, but I just get shit every time I do it. I aren't the best silicone in the world. I don't think I'm too bad. I've got my way of doing it, people have their own way of doing it, and to be honest, I can't be arsed with the grief. So I'm going to crack on, and I'll give you an update as and when I feel necessary, if not, when I'm done. Right, so moving over to the silicone. Like I said, I'm not going to show you me actually doing the silicone, but a little tip for you is to make life a little bit easier. Some people do it differently, but this is how I always do it, is I take the taps back out and give that a good clean out then. And I can get behind and silicone a lot easier and get a lot better finish instead of struggling to get around the back of the taps. And the taps need to clean down as well. So yeah, just a little tip for you just to make it life a little bit easier. Sometimes I don't put the taps on, just leave the taps off until after it's tiled. And then I can silicone and then put the taps in. But it is what it is. I used to do it before when I first started out, struggled like hell because I didn't want to take the taps back out and you don't get the best finish. So for any new starters out there, take your taps out before you silicone. So crack on, we've got a bit of grey, a bit of clear, a bit of white to do, so plenty of silicone to do. We're going to get high as a kite on the silicone fumes and yeah, but it'll look nice and neat once we're done. And after about an hour or so of siliconing, we're all done and dusted. It's looking smart, all done. Touch wood, whatever you want to touch as much wood as possible. It's been the best bathroom I've done for a while, as in everything's gone smoothly, nothing's gone majorly wrong. Because if you remember last year, we had some horrific bathrooms. So thank God this one went to plan. Because I've got another ensuite start in about 2-3 weeks time and the downstairs toilet. So I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you liked it. If you did, please smash that like button. If you've got any questions, comment below. And if you're not subscribed, create yourself a YouTube channel account and get subscribed because we're on the road to 15k. So thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys next time.